Fish on.
Really nice looking fish.
Woo! I love it. That's a hog. Woo!
Oh yeah, bring him up to me. It's a nice fish.
Nice job. That is a tank.
Nice job, you two.
Lund Boats proudly presents the ultimate fishing experience. This week on Lund's The Ultimate Fishing Experience, we head to Lake Winnebago in eastern Wisconsin. Winnebago and the connected lakes and rivers have what walleyes love: plenty of spawning habitat, abundant forage, and lots of room to roam. With 137,000 acres to spread out in and an average depth of only 15 feet, there's no place walleyes can't be. For anglers hunting these nomadic fish, it often requires covering lots of water by trolling. Trolling can be extremely effective if you have the right gear, the right action rods, line counter reels, boards, and crankbaits that reach the proper depth. It also requires the ability to troll at the right speed for hours on end, and electronics to not only find schools of walleye, but to stay on them with the ability to put waypoints down. Put all this together and you'll have one fine-tuned fishing machine.
What's going on, guys? Kyle Sorensen here with my buddy Scott Klein, and we are about to, I guess, get out on Lake Winnebago, or the Lake Winnebago system, depending on where we end up today, and hopefully get on some walleyes or some other species, but the bite's been kind of iffy, right, Scott?
Yeah, we've had some cold fronts coming through, so one day it's 95, the next day it's 65. We've actually had close to frost here, so it's going to turn into the mid-80s again today, so hopefully the bite picks up again.
Yeah, and the bites that we were able to, pattern the last few days, well, it's either there or here, and we'll just see what we can come up with today. But let's get loaded up here, jump in the Lund, get hooked up shortly. Well, here it is, mid-June, and right now we would be fishing cane beds on the upper lakes, pulling harnesses and stuff. But this year it has been so, I guess, off, so to speak. I mean, starting with the mild winter that we had.
Yeah, we've got quite a bit of high water, dirty water right now. Like I said, with the fronts coming through, we're getting 2 inches of rain here, and then all of a sudden it's 90 degrees, and the fishing's been all off. I mean, right now the shorelines, we should just be pounding them.
So I think as soon as we get to the launch here out on Winnebago, I'm thinking we're gonna start with some cranks, but we're gonna target that 15, 17 foot of water column in there, and fingers crossed the fish will be waiting for us and we won't be switching up.
And a lot of times with the cool morning like this, those fish will be down on the bottom, and as it's supposed to be close to 85, 87 degrees, those fish will tend to start moving up in the water column, and you'll see them on your depth finder starting to show up. You can start raising those cranks up or go to crawler harnesses and pick them off.
Oh, I brought the crawlers. I don't think we're going to run out of crawlers
I'll
today.
try not to dump them anywhere.
All right, well, we got all the boards set up here. We're out in what I guess the locals and the folks that fish Winnebago call the mud flats. Now, I like to call them also the wastelands, because until you start seeing boards popping, you think nothing really happens out here. We're in about 16 to 17 foot of water, and we're running number 7 flicker shads out here at 1.8 miles an hour. I'm jogging back and forth, but we literally just got set up. So hopefully what we saw yesterday on that side imaging is gonna pay off, but time will tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We saw them on the graph, and then this one just pounded it.
Get your line out of here.
Oh, come on, baby. What you love to feel. Just setting up. We were marking those fish on the Humminbird there, side imaging, and then took a pass over them, missed one, just setting back up for another run. We're gonna see what we got. Oh, she's wanting to stay down. Sneak on over this way here.
Sheephead, I think.
I was just gonna
Nope.
say. That is
it's a big walleye.
It's a dandy, folks.
See the white tip? Bring him in. He's in.
Oh, oh, woo! You see that right there, folks? That is a gorgeous, gorgeous Lake Winnebago mudflats walleye. Oh man, let's get that one out for you guys to take a peek at. Check that out. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Wow, 17 feet of water. That is why it's so critical to have awesome electronics in the boat when you're out on the hunt in the mudflats of Winnebago. Let's get this one back down. Oh! Well, not the most graceful release. Whew, shaking, baby. Let's get another one.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
Yeah, so we're out in the mudflats here. The biggest reason we're out here fishing for them is there's quite a concentration of larvae for the lake flies. And we did have our lake fly hatch already in May. And the fish basically sit there suspended, and as the bugs are moving around or the sturgeon are stirring up the bottom out here in the mud, that's what the walleyes eat. And a lot of the little fish are here, therefore the big fish are here to eat them too.
So that last fish just hit on this number 7 flicker shad. And you know, we're just resetting here, repositioning. And these fish have, you know, during the time period right now, have really been liking those crawler harnesses. And you know, to add a little bit more scent to this bait itself, we're just tipping that front hook with a little tiny chunk of crawler. Sometimes it gives that added flair, that added scent that makes a fish, you know, that was originally a non-committer, a committing fish.
How about it's a walleye?
I know. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to jinx us since the last one. Looks like a nice eater.
Yeah.
It's coming up quick. Yeah.
There we go.
This one in particular was back 80 feet. And that right there is a perfect eating size fish. Out here on Winnebago, we have no size limit, no nothing. Years ago, we had that emergency 15. And this year, for the first time, we have actually dropped down to a 3 fish limit. It takes a whole lot quicker to get your eating size fish of a limit with 3 fish than 5. We're not keeping fish today, so this one's going back to fight another day. All right, so we have each of the baits, they're running 85 feet back from the planer board themselves. And that's getting those baits right down in the target area that we're looking for. And then once we have the board clipped on, we're running the outside board here 150 feet out and the inner one 75 feet. So that's giving a nice spacing right in between that. And we've got the kicker motor running in the back. We have the bow mount going, the iPilot link. We're steering with that, and it makes for a real hands-free type of operation, you know, almost like one of those infomercials, set it and forget it, right? But hopefully we're gonna have some more action coming here very, very soon. It looks like we're coming up to our next reef, so fingers crossed these boards start dropping back. Board. Right up on top of that reef, baby. I just was saying I'm gonna send these up on the reef, and we did. And now we're facing this rock structure again, yet again.
My outside one, I think, got one
Outside
too.
board, we got a double going. Right up on the hump. All right. Oh yeah, come on into the frable, my little white-tipped friend. All right, yet another perfect eating size fish right there. And I'll drop this, I'll take this, and if you want to go after your fish on the outside board. Nice eater, going down.
Is it a nice one, Scott?
The fun chaos. How's she feeling, Scott?
Steady pull.
All right. Well, if we wanted walleye for supper, we'd have ourselves one nice meal going here.
What a keeper.
Look at that. Just like that.
Off he goes.
having a good graph, you know, the electronics that you have on your boat is extremely, extremely important, you know, especially out here on the mudflats of Lake Winnebago. We're utilizing the side imaging here to peek, you know, to the left and the right of us, you know, looking for these pods of fish, these schools of fish. Anytime I'm seeing these little marks, these little dots, these little slashes that have the little shadow underneath there, I know that that's gonna be a pod of fish, a singular fish. The GPS here, you know, coupled with the, you know, iPile link system, you know, and the Lake Master chip here, I'm able to see these little rock piles specifically in this location. And with that side imaging, we're able to peek right up on that rock pile and see what's going on. Fingers crossed, we're got a little couple dots on here. One of these boards will be going off real quick.
So we're fishing the Winnebago system here, and the key is it's a system. You have two rivers running into it, one going out, the Fox and the Wolf, and then you have Butamore, Winneconne, and Poygan and lakes with them.
The system is absolutely huge. In Winnebago, you know, over 130,000 acres, the upper lakes, I had another 20, you know, on there, Lake Winneconne, Lake Poygan, Butamore, all the river systems, the Wolf River, the Fox River, I mean, that run into it and then ultimately run north into the Green Bay, you know, area up there. And, you know, it's just, there's just so many different things to do around here.
Right, I mean, and then it's not just the summer, it's winter fishing. You have fishing white bass through the ice, walleyes, sturgeon spearing. It's one of the few places you can spear in the winter in February.
It's an awesome system, but with the huge and sheer size of it, that is why you have to be so, I guess, diverse in your tactics and being able to change as the fish change, as you guys are seeing already today. Now that went down exactly how we wanted it.
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow. That iPile link is just so darn nice, especially when we're running this kind of stuff here, because now I don't have to worry about anything going on in the front of the boat. So I know exactly where it's gonna go.
There, nice eater.
Just like that, another nice eater. And it popped off. Now here, exactly, just like the last one we had, I mean, another nice eating. A little bit smaller than the last one, but yet again here, Winnebago is producing some great, well, fun fighting fish and also some great eating fish. All right, well, before we have some more board action, I just wanted to take a couple minutes and go over exactly what combo I'm running here. And I know Scott runs the same ones as well. And these are the Depth Master series. They're specifically planer board rods. And the reels themselves, 30 series with the line counter. Very, very important. As you guys know, you know, to dial in those harnesses, dial in the cranks like we are today, we want to be able to have that line counter. And the reason why that line counter is also important is because of the line that I run. Usually run off 10-pound Trilene XT, which is what I use on here. I also utilize about a 6-foot long fluorocarbon leader attached with a barrel swivel, and then, well, we've got the snap on the bottom of that. So just a very inexpensive combo. It's worked great for me over the last couple years, and I tell you what, you know, if I'm not breaking it, especially in 2 years, well, it's working out good for me. So. Well, we are in my brand new boat, the Impact XS, and it's actually the 2025. I upgraded from the 1875 to the 2025 for that extra space and a lot of fun little features here, especially these back seats. These back seats are absolutely fantastic because look at what's going on right now. We have no other seats needing to be in the boat right now. We got the jump seats right there. One on this side and, well, one over there. How awesome is that? Flip down. And we've got the big live well in the back. And I can tell you one thing, this boat has been fantastic. Scott knows every little detail, probably more details than I know in this boat. So he's gonna walk you through some of the awesome features it has.
So on his boat, we've got the Mercury Pro X XS 200. It's a V8 engine, lots of power, lots of torque, very fuel efficient. As you're running the engine, it actually will start cutting fuel to get that fuel economy down. We're also using the Mercury Pro XS kicker. It's a 9.9, it's got power trim, electric start, 25 horse gear case on it, which changes your gear ratio so your power head can spin faster and the prop will spin slower. So
fine-tune adjustments.
Yes. nice thing about it, low carbureted engine, idle's great. I mean, you hardly hear it running, barely uses any gas.
Two awesome engines, they
Yeah.
really are, you know. But as you move up from the engines here, on-the-go rod storage here, oh, fantastic. Let me tell you, you can sometimes double these things up, which I do, to fit more in, just like with the 1875. You know, I had it on there too. Moving forward here, we got the big pilot's chairs, had to have that upgrade. We've got an awesome, awesome rod locker in the center here, and some drawers on the outsides to store all my Edge Series boxes.
Also up on the bow, you have a second live well. On the starboard side, on the port side, you have a very large storage compartment. And then you have your gas fills also on the port side, flip down cleats. And then in the front of the boat, you have a small storage compartment also up in the bow. They upgraded the trolling motor plug to a 70 amp marine cold plug, so it'll handle any of the 36 volt bow mounts you have now. They also changed the windshields. They went to a black anodized frame now. Kind of sharpens the boat up a little bit with the black consoles. So it's a really, really nice boat. So we're out on Winnebago fishing here, and it's middle June. It's about 80 degrees. The fish out here are concentrated nowhere. They are spread out everywhere this time of year, in the flats, up on the shoreline feeding. You get in the spring and the fall. Spring, you're looking at the fish are gonna be staging up here to spawn. They'll go up the river and spawn, you know, stage in March, run up the river, spawn. By May, most of them are back. Some will spawn in the lake, but most of the time they're up the river. In the fall, late or early winter, they can be pretty much anywhere out here. A lot of times they're getting ready to come up here, but you can catch them on the reefs, in the mud. Just depends on where the forage is that time of year.
Decent size or no? Is it growing?
It's pulling now.
All right.
It's staying down.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't even see any color. It's digging right down. Keep her down. Oh, baby. Oh. This is what we wanted. There, I see the swivel.
Sheephead.
Oh.
There's a lot of sheephead in the lake.
Tons of sheephead in the lake.
Sheephead.
And this year, ironically, through the trolling assessment through the DNR, the sheephead has, you know, created a really good, you know, forage base for the system. You know, years, you know, we'll have various trout perch and stuff like that. Shad will
Normally
pop up
the
in
shad
here.
is really thick and they're down this year.
Exactly, you know, so the sheephead, you know, while they are, you know, some people call it troubled fish, or the freshwater drum or whatnot, in the young year provide an added forage for, you know, the Lake Winnebago system as a whole. You know, for you guys that, you know, might have not seen any of my videos or whatnot, I have this gig called OB Outdoors. It stands for Oh Baby Outdoors, and a lot of people don't know that, but you guys do now. But I love to make videos, whether it's my on-the-water fishing videos or writing in magazines or doing seminars or, you know, you name it, radio shows. This is the kind of stuff that I like to do. You know, and I'm not a guide, I don't do any guiding or anything like that, but I like to consider myself the Lake Winnebago system's free guide, because all the different tactics that I utilize, whether it's pulling flies, trolling here, you know, you name it, I have videos, how-to videos and stuff like that, you know, on the website and also on the YouTube channel, and we do a lot of fun stuff on Facebook too, the OB Outdoors Facebook page. But, you know, just here this last week, I was out jigging the cane beds. We got a fun video of it. You know, that'll be going up too if you guys aren't seeing it now. But I got this little kooky hat on here, and it's long story short, but that is Grandpa's old fishing hat. So, you know, sometimes it brings luck, and for those clips, it really did. So, you know, just a fun thing. So if you guys haven't heard of it, you want to see something, you know, I guess a little different, so to speak, it's all usually shot by me. Jump onto the YouTube page there, youtube.com/OBOutdoor. No S on the back of that. So fingers crossed, we'll be meeting with another Walter here very soon. I'm running mine shallow because we're right on this flat right now. and yours is running out into some deeper water, about 8 feet. I'm ticking bottom on this insider I hooked into a little shaker. How's it feel?
Pretty good.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. Steady pull. It's got some weight to it.
Nice and easy, baby. Come on. Oh, outside board.
Yep.
Oh, no, I think it's bottom. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fish. That's a nice fish back there. Oh boy, these are the kind of messes that we love here. Yes, look at
There you
that. Another nice gem. Good job, Mr. Scotty. I gotta get my
Get
fish
yours
here.
in.
All right. We're right in the mouth of the river here, so we got tons of boat traffic going on. But the only reason why we came into here was to look for a bigger dumper, aka a bigger fish, that is dumping out from the river into the lake. Oh yeah, check that one out, guys. Look at that. You know, again, not a monster, you know, not monsters out here, but you know, quality fish, that's what we want out here. And
Nice
just the
18.
ability to, you know, have those eaters, no size limit. If you've never fished the Winnebago system, you definitely got to try it. Oh, baby. Yes. There we go.
Nice eater.
And a nice eater to finish off too. A true double on the Lake Winnebago system. What an awesome, awesome day. Very nice fish that would be released every single day in my boat, but also another nice eater that would fit perfect in the frying pan. So I guess that's gonna do it for me and Scott. So until next time, tight lines, stay dry.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.